Operation Grand Heist launched near the end of February, and now as we approach the second half of March and also the halfway mark for the Grand Heist operation, the original roadmap detailing what kind of content updates we'd end up seeing throughout the entire operation has now become more of a checklist in a sense, allowing us to see what has come to fruition and what all is still yet to come. So today we're going to be breaking down everything we're still missing from Season 3 of Black Ops 4. What's up guys, Zach or Immortal here, welcome back to the channel and thanks for stopping by. If you are new around here and you'd like to stay up to date with everything Black Ops 4 related, feel free to subscribe with your post notifications turned on, that way you'll never miss another upload, and if you do enjoy this video, definitely drop a like on it as it does really help the channel out. Now let's get into the remainder of Operation Grand Heist and break down everything that'll be coming within the next few weeks. To kick things off, we can actually scratch a few things off the list as they've already been added into the game in the recent days and weeks. This list includes the Fracture mode in multiplayer, the Spring Map update, Hardcore mode, and also new equipment in Blackout, and finally the Helcatraz Gauntlet and also new host migration features in Zombies. Now that is quite a bit of content that's already been added to the game, but there's also a lot more content still left unchecked on the roadmap, and there's even more stuff that's being added to the game outside of that. With multiplayer, most of the in-season updates mentioned, no actually all of the in-season updates mentioned, have to do with new game modes. And of course, with the 1.14 update, one of those listed modes has already been released, like I mentioned earlier, with Fracture. As a part of the Shamrock and Awe update, Fracture, one of the fan-favorite modes from Black Ops 3, returned here to Black Ops 4 as Stockpile, or for the time being, St. Patrick's Stockpile, where the primary objective is to eliminate any and all enemies, and then collect the shamrocks that are dropped from their bodies and return said shamrocks to the Pot of Gold. Now this mode is actually a ton of fun and I've been having a blast playing it so far, but out of all of the modes that were listed on the roadmap, Fracture was actually the one I least expected to come to the game first. Infected, Bare Bones, and Prop Hunt are all also listed alongside Fracture obviously, and we have yet to see any of those modes added in. And oddly enough, out of those three modes there, Infected, Bare Bones, and Prop Hunt, the only mode that has been brought up since the launch of Grand Heist is that of Bare Bones, which multiplayer developer Tony Flame specifically said would be a no specialist game mode based around the core gameplay of Call of Duty, and he also mentioned that it would be coming soon. So to me, it's just a little bit weird that even though Bare Bones was specifically mentioned in that developer update video, Fracture still ended up debuting before it. Nonetheless though, we do know Bare Bones, Infected, and Prop Hunt will all be coming at some point within the next 40 days. Looking into the specifics here though, that is kind of a gray area however, since Shamrock and Awe is a 2-week long quote-unquote event. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that St. Patrick's Stockpile is going to be the featured mode this week, of course, and then next week as well. And once the event officially ends on the 26th of March for PS4, and then on the 2nd of April for Xbox and PC, that's when we'll actually see another new mode added into the featured rotation. And when that time comes, Bare Bones would be my most likely assumption, but nothing has been set in stone there, at least as of right now. On top of that though, as far as multiplayer goes, we are actually far from done with new Grand Heist related content. We know this Friday on March 15th, we're going to be getting a brand new special order containing personally one of my most anticipated items in the new Zero G Cordite Mastercraft. This Mastercraft was actually leaked alongside the Mini 14 sniper rifle and the Demolition Hammer melee weapon earlier in February, and now we know it'll officially be coming to the game via a new special order later on this week. Now, speaking of the Mini 14 sniper rifle and Demolition Hammer melee weapon, this is where things do get kind of heated because myself and quite honestly 95% of the community thought that with yesterday's Shamrock and Awe event, we were going to get another mini contraband event that introduces 25 tiers into the black market. And that is how the Mini 14 sniper and Demo Hammer melee would actually be introduced into the game. Similar to the Halloween, Holiday, and Barbarian events, the general assumption was that the Shamrock and Awe event was going to be another free contraband update. Obviously, that was not the case. However, as far as new contraband events go, I don't think we're going to be closing out Operation Grand Heist completely empty-handed. I say that because, well, the Mini 14 and the Demo Hammer are literally in the game files right now, and have actually been in the game files for a few weeks now, and they have nearly identical promotional material to that of the Cap 45 DLC pistol, which of course came to the game during the Barbarians mini event. And to have those weapons in the game files right now and not see them put into a mini event within the next few weeks would quite frankly be ludicrous. So with that, I'm betting that we'll see a new mini event come to the black market maybe as soon as Friday, although that's probably the most unlikely date. Instead though, March 26th or at the latest April 2nd would probably be the most suitable date, since that's right around the halfway mark for Grand Heist, and that lines up well with what we saw happen during the Barbarians event. So for those of you wondering where the heck the new DLC weapons are, I think your answer lies there. As I mentioned, the Mini 14 Sniper, the Demo Hammer Melee, and the Zero G Cordite variant were all leaked at the exact same time, so it's just a reasonable assumption that they'd all be coming to the game within the next few days and weeks. Now, switching over to Blackout, of course the 1.14 update gave the game a pretty extensive Blackout update. The biggest change of all being the spring map revamp, which personally I am absolutely in love with. I think the map is seriously gorgeous looking, although at times the sun can be a little bit blinding, but outside of that, this new map update I think looks really good. We also saw some new equipment added into the loot stream, with the Purifier, the Sparrow, and also the EMP Disruptor Grenade, and based off of my one and only experience of running into the Purifier in-game, they're not my favorite addition, but hey, they are an update nonetheless. And on top of that, we also saw operator mods added into the loot pool as well. But what exactly is left for Blackout? Well, to put it bluntly, another huge map update in the form of the Redacted event. That event, aside from the additional new modes listed, is the only item left on the Blackout portion of the roadmap, and seeing as we have a pretty good idea of when the next major update is coming to Black Ops 4, we also have a pretty solid idea of when this next map update is coming as well. The Redacted event, a name shared with both the Blackout updates and also the new zombies experience dubbed Ancient Evil, is something that's quite honestly had my attention from the get-go, thanks to a very brief teaser in the Grand Heist reveal trailer that actually depicts the Mob of the Dead island, aka Alcatraz, coming to the Blackout map alongside a night version of the map. Originally, the map update teaser that came in the form of the blueprint video prior to Operation Grand Heist releasing subtly hinted at something coming in the northwest corner of the map, with that dark circle that some people thought was a coffee stain and others thought was actually some sort of teaser. And now with the spring map update, there's another teaser that lines up perfectly with this theory in the form of the Mob of the Dead plane that you actually use to escape the island in the Mob of the Dead Easter egg. This same plane has now crashed into the ocean, you guessed it, in the northwest corner of the Blackout map, and that all but confirms Alcatraz is coming to the map in that area. Now, when exactly is this update gonna happen, you might ask? My best guess, March 26th. This lines up exactly with the launch of the Ancient Evil Zombies map, which we have previously discussed here on the channel, as coming to the game on March 26th for PS4, and then on April 2nd for Xbox and PC. Now, with the new Zombies map coming to the game, it's likely we're going to be getting another title update. And when you look at what title update is next in line, you'll see 1.15 is on deck. 1.15. Obviously a number that has a huge tie-in to the Zombies mode. And with that, adding in a Zombies location to the Blackout map and introducing a night version of the map, to me, is just the stars aligning ever so nicely. So Blackout fans, you've got quite the update to look forward to there as well. Now, shifting focus into Zombies to wrap things up for today, we've also got a handful of updates that have yet to be checked off, including the addition of some new elixirs, a server pause feature, and also a split screen pause feature. Now, new elixirs will likely come to the game when the Ancient Evil map arrives, and seeing as the server pause and split screen pause features kinda go hand in hand with one another, I'd anticipate those arriving together as well, most likely alongside the 1.15 update, since that title update in specific is probably going to have a very strong Zombies emphasis. With that said though, that is currently everything we are still missing in Operation Grand Heist. Of course, there's probably a few other secrets and surprises that'll come to the game during the next 40 days or so, but seeing as they are secrets and surprises, obviously that information has not yet been disclosed. However, if and when it does surface, we'll be covering it here on the channel, so if you would like to stay up to date with everything Black Ops 4 related, feel free to subscribe with your post notifications turned on. That way you'll always know when a new video goes up on the channel. And of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely drop a like on it, as it is much appreciated and it does really help the channel out as well. And with that, today's video is effectively over. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.